Part 2 of Tablet 19 in Revelation of the Revelation. Of course, you can follow along online free at www.maitreya.org. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon, Revelation 9:11. Even the king of the bottomless pit, which is the way to destruction, is an angel, Tamaguna, Lucifer. This means that even great destructions which have been imposed on humanity have occurred with the permission of the Father in order to awaken humans to the realization that following egoistical ways will bring destruction to humanity. The only way to peace, harmony, and happiness is to give up the false ego. That is, by following the desires of the false ego, which is self-gratification or community gratification or false superiority beliefs, humans will create individual or collective samskaras or sins. This brings disasters to individuals and communities, or to humanity in general. That is why most of the people do not understand why suddenly a person comes, gains some power, and imposes so much suffering on humanity. That suffering should have happened to humans, and the power of that person has come from heaven. And this is in bold print. Without permission of God, no man has power to do anything. A man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven, from John 3:27. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar, which is before God, saying to the 6th angel, which had the trumpet, Loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Revelation 9, verses 12 through 14. We can see that the 6th angel refers to the 6th seal. As we remember in verse 1 of chapter 7, after the 6th seal was opened, the 4 angels were bound. And we can see that these angels again relate to the 6th seal. Now God demands that the 4 angels which have 4 winds should be released, because those that had to be sealed by the seal of God have already been sealed. They are not going to be hurt by the tribulation, 4 winds, that is going to come to the earth. The 4 winds are attraction, desire, attachment, and greed. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of men. Revelation 9:15. Again, they have come to destroy the consciousness and understandings of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. Revelation 9:16. There were many that were fighting against each other. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. Revelation 9:17. This describes the equipment the humans created to kill each other. By these 3 was the 3rd part of men killed, by the fire, by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. Revelation 9:18. This equipment was used to kill each other, causing 1/3 of the humans to die. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Revelation 9:19. Again, this is the description of how they work. Some of them hurt from the back, and some of them from their mouths. Some hurt by their tails, like airplanes with machine guns in the back, and some of them hurt with their mouths, like tanks, etc. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Revelation 9:20. With all these plagues and all these things that happen to humanity, still they do not repent. They do not understand that all these things are happening to them because of their actions and the reactions of those actions that were created in the world. They should understand that they are one and should get together and become united. They should create one world government, one country, one language, and if possible, one race, and live together happily. But because they do not understand, they do not repent, and they stay in the illusion of worshiping the false beliefs and psychological attachments which have been imposed on them. Their brains are washed by false teachers and prophets, those who preach the goal of the life is to gain more material possessions and is not to become divine. These false prophets and teachers make them unable to see the realities behind this universe. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. Revelation 9:21. They do not repent. They do not understand why these tribulations are happening. They do not give up what they are doing in this world. They do not follow the dharmas, God's laws. We'll pause at this time and pick up with Tablet 20 in our next video. Shalom, everyone.